I turned around, couldn't see a thing. The wall next to me exploded into fire from ceiling to floor, and that's the last thing I remember.
Dispatch Center.
Hello, this is ADT Security. I'm receiving a residential fire alarm.
And what's the address?
November 13th, I was sitting watching a ball game that I'd pre-recorded about 1:45 in the morning. The wall next to me exploded into fire from ceiling to floor. I'd made 2 giant steps, grabbed a big fire extinguisher that I keep there, and I turned around, couldn't see a thing. It was just brown, black smoke, and I took 1 more step, and that's the last thing I remember. I passed out cold right there next to the chair, right in front of the back door. ADT called the dispatcher in New York and Rochester. They notified the fire department immediately, and 4 minutes later they were dragging me out of there unconscious.
Dispatch Center.
Hello, this is ADT Security. I'm receiving a residential fire alarm.
Residential fire?
Yes.
Okay, what's the name of the residence?
James Arnold. Unable to reach anybody. I've left messages.
We responded here probably with about 2 minutes as we pulled up to the house. We got out of the vehicle. We saw smoke coming out of the left side of the house. I saw Mr. Arnold laying in the hallway back there, end of the kitchen.
The fire department burst through this door right here with a refrigerator and oven right here. It was a narrow opening. They managed to get through that because I had passed out right here.
The firefighter on duty actually dragged Mr. Arnold out of the home, and the rescue tech that was on duty started performing the life-saving techniques to save his life.
But I remember sitting in a chair that they had put me in here to out of the way, and my sister arrived and took me to her home and watched me for the rest of the evening. When I came back the next day, it was kind of a nightmare seeing everything you had like that. If I had a chance to talk to the dispatcher, I mean, I would just be so grateful and thank her so much because her actions saved my life. She handled it all very professionally and called all the right people and did everything exactly right.
Good morning, I'm Bobby Dale. This home that sits behind us was the scene of a raging fire. We have brought Stacy, our dispatcher, our hero, and obviously your hero, to see you. Stacy?
Hey, sweetie.
God love you. You saved my life. Thank you. You rock.
He's a great guy, and he seems like he's really down to earth, and the fact that he was a veteran and he was in the war and he's been through all that, and just to know that I was able to help, keep him here for him and his, his grandkids and everything, that means a lot, because I lost my grandfather a couple years ago, and I'm just glad that, ADT was here to save him, because I wish somebody would have been there for my grandfather.
I flew in country for 30 months in Vietnam, in and out, and in 2004 I went to Iraq as a combat medic with the Army, did a year tour there, and now I'm retired from the United States Army. Everything prepares you for just something like that. They said, you must have 9 lives. I said, no, I'm like a herd of cats.
It's a great feeling for me. It's a great feeling for our fire department. It's ecstatic to be able to come back out here and meet with him and realize that from the alarm going off all the way through, everything just went perfect that night.
For me, it's a pleasure to see him in great health. It's wonderful to see his house and being fixed up after that fire. It's just a wonderful feeling.
I've been riding motorcycles since I was about 14 years old. And I can't wait to get back on the road in the spring and get out there riding again. If I hadn't had that ADT system, I'd be dead right now. There's just no doubt in my mind about that. That's the thing that saved my life. I shouldn't have been alive. If it hadn't been for ADT, I wouldn't be. My monitored system and calling and getting the fire department here, that's what saved my life. So I'm a truly blessed man.